This is 6 News Now, here for you 24 hours a day, online at WLNS.com.
Dozens gathered to honor those whose lives they've lost and what they say is the result of losing their coverage from no-fault insurance.
The new rules of that law took effect in July of last year. Now advocates are pleading with lawmakers to change it back.
6 News reporter Tony Garcia has more on this tonight. Tony?
Yes, Sherry and Lauren, there were tears, songs, memories, and pleas as widows, caretakers, and faith leaders were among those who gathered today, all speaking for someone who has lost coverage. They asked lawmakers to check their moral conscience and help families get their insurance protection back. The Andersons know about no-fault insurance all too well after their son Justin got critically injured when he was hit by a car in 1989.
Well, our son had a closed head injury many years ago, and we have been living under the old, the regular no-fault law in Michigan for years and years.
Michigan dropped no-fault insurance in July of 2021, and while insurance companies say this is about lowering car insurance rates, those who've been personally affected say it's much bigger than that.
All of a sudden, things changed under the guise of some sort of reforms. The things that were put in were extremely oppressive for people that had already been injured.
Under the new rules, the money insurance companies reimbursed medical providers was cut nearly in half. In-home care took an even bigger hit than that. Justin's parents are now his full-time caretakers.
If you're a quadriplegic, you need care 24/7. It's limited to 56 hours a week, so who takes care of you the rest of the time? How do you get out of bed? We just think it's immoral.
Stories were shared of a number of people who, for one reason or another, lost their coverage under the new act and died after a caretaker wasn't there during a critical time or being moved somewhere that resulted in a deadly COVID exposure. The message from experts today, reform needs to happen now.
Each decision that was made that led to the changes in the law has affected a human life. And in particular, this was the end of the road for 7 of them. And enough is enough.
Now, the executive director of the Insurance Alliance of Michigan sent me a statement today saying there are more than 7 million drivers who are seeing savings coming their way, and that is why we should keep these reforms working. Also adding, there are just 7 open.
Introducing our new redesigned 6 News mobile app. Our new app features a sleek, modern design, an easy-to-navigate home screen with quick access to local news content, and a localized weather forecast. Subscribing to notifications is easier, and with one tap, you have access to recent push notifications. There are more ways to watch and find video, and a red light alert badge notifies you when we're streaming. Download or update our new local news app today. 6 News, here for you.
I'm Siobhan Klipfer, and if you're looking for a different kind of lunch break, check out the Daily Digital Debrief every weekday here for you at 12:30 on WLNS.com and on the 6 News app. It's a little bit of news, a little bit of weather, and a little bit extra.
6. This is Weather First, sponsored by Auto Owners Insurance. Simple human sense.
February is done. Now we're heading into March. We typically think about warmer temperatures, but I thought this would be a good spot to take a look back at how February stacked up. Temperature-wise, it was really pretty close to average. We were 0.1 degree away from our average high and low temperatures. Snowfall, though, boy, what a month. 14.2 inches above average. We saw over 27 inches of snow for the month, and precipitation obviously follows suit. We were 2 inches above. Once you melt all that snow down and the rainfall, we were 2 inches above average with 3.71 inches of liquid for the month. Pretty incredible February that we saw. Hopefully March will be a little calmer for us. Satellite radar, it's pretty calm out there today. Really a nice afternoon as the sunshine has reappeared. A look at precision cast for the overnight hours. No weather worries for us, but there is a weak system to our northwest. The good news with this system is even if we see some snowflakes tomorrow afternoon or tomorrow evening, there won't be a whole lot out there, and it is warm enough that no snowflakes will cause problems, and we could pretty easily see a few raindrops mix in as well. Moving into Thursday morning, well, that begins to move out. Things start out fairly nice. It will be colder on Thursday. Highs only near 30 degrees, but we'll get a little sunshine Thursday afternoon. That'll make it feel better, and then the real warm-up kicks into high gear once we get into the weekend. Temperatures right now, 43 degrees, Lansing, 42 in Charlotte. Howell, a little cooler at 40 degrees. Ionia down to 39, but most of us still stuck in the 40s, which we are just fine with. Our Skyview network, look at that beautiful shot in St. John's. What a gorgeous evening. And 42 degrees, 45 the high, morning low. only down to 36 as what snow that's still laying out there in piles continues to melt. WLNS Cam, we've got mostly sunny skies, temperatures at 43. High was 47 this afternoon, not bad. 18-mile-per-hour wind gust. In Grand Ledge, what a beautiful sunset, just gorgeous. 42 the current temperature, high was 45, morning low down to 35. In Jackson, same story. Beautiful evening in progress with our current temperature in Jackson at 43 after a high today of 47. Finally in Hillsdale, carbon copy, beautiful sunset, beautiful temperatures, 43. Look at that high, almost up to 50 degrees, and that's kind of a tease to what's coming as we get into the weekend. Here's tonight's forecast. Your low 27 degrees. Average low is in the lower 20s, so it'll be a bit above average for tonight. For our Wednesday, we're going to see high temperatures climbing into the low 40s, a little bit above normal, with a few rain or snow showers possible tomorrow afternoon. The 6-day forecast on Thursday, 30, but back to 37 on Friday, then mid-40s on Saturday, between 55 and 60 degrees on Sunday. It'll come with some rain showers, but it will be warm. Few leftover rain, snow showers on Monday, and then we sit in the low 40s much of next week with some rain showers next Friday. And oh yeah, that little clock there next weekend, it's time to spring the clocks forward. So yeah, we're cruising through March, adding about 3 minutes of sunlight per day. Did you know between now, March 1st I should say, and June 21st, we're going to add 4 hours and 3 minutes of sunlight.
Wow.
Really?
I do love this time of the year.
Yes, that's a lot.
It
Yeah.
makes us feel like spring is right around the corner.
It literally is.
Good.
Introducing our new redesigned 6 News mobile app. Our new app features a sleek, modern design, an easy-to-navigate home screen with quick access to local news content, and a localized weather forecast. Subscribing to notifications is easier and with one tap. You have access to recent push notifications. There are more ways to watch and find video, and a red light alert badge notifies you when we're streaming. Download or update our new local news app today. 6 News, here for you.
I'm Siobhan Klipfer, and if you're looking for a different kind of lunch break, check out the Daily Digital Debrief every weekday here for you at 12:30 on WLNS.com and on the 6 News app. It's a little bit of news, a little bit of weather, and a little bit extra.
We're back with the latest chapter in the bitter divorce drama between Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie. He is now suing her over a deal to sell her stake in their French winery. Lam Hassan has more.
Some figures didn't add up.
Big deal.
Fight for death. Wine?
The fight making its way to court. Brad Pitt suing his ex-wife Angelina Jolie, accusing her of unlawfully selling her share of their multi-million-dollar estate and winery, Chateau Mérival, located in the south of France. In court documents obtained by ABC News, Pitt alleging the Maleficent star consummated the purported sale without Pitt's knowledge, denying Pitt the consent right she owed him and the right of first refusal her business entity owed his. Adding they agreed to never sell respective interests in Mérival without the other's consent.
On the part of Angelina, we're talking about her sale and the proceeds that she received from that sale. Those could be in jeopardy. When we're talking about Brad, what we're looking at is we're looking at his ability to continue operations, because if he wants to continue with his percentage, he has to now coordinate with the new ownership.
According to the lawsuit, the former A-list couple purchased the sprawling property in 2008 for over $28 million as a home to share with their children and the vineyard as a family business.
Dance with me.
You don't dance.
Not for years.
But this is not the Oscar-winning ex's first tango in court. After their divorce in 2017, both parties embroiled in a custody battle that is still ongoing over their 6 children.
Well, 6 News at 6 is just a few minutes away, and here.
Introducing our new redesigned 6 News mobile app. Our new app features a sleek, modern design, an easy-to-navigate home screen with quick access to local news content, and a localized weather forecast. Subscribing to notifications is easier and with one tap. You have access to recent push notifications. There are more ways to watch and find video, and a red light alert badge notifies you when we're streaming. Download or update our new local news app today. 6 News, here for you.
3 men accused in the plot to kidnap the governor say they were entrapped by the FBI. It's our top story at 6. Thanks for joining us. I'm Lauren Thompson. Sherry is off tonight. The three men, Joseph Morrison, Pete Musico, and Paul Villar, are facing charges of 3 felonies, including supporting terrorist acts. Today, their attorneys argued the men were entrapped by the FBI and the case should not go to trial. 6 News reporter Tony Garcia spent the day sitting in on that hearing. He's here for you now. Tony, what can you tell us tonight?
Yeah, Lauren, 2 p.m. tomorrow, at least for now, that's when we are expecting to get a ruling on whether or not the 3 men accused of taking part in that plan to kidnap the governor will have to stand trial. So this is what it was looking like today in court in Jackson. The prosecution and defense attorneys questioned a new key witness, known only as Dan, who originally joined the Wolverine Watchmen before becoming an informant for the FBI. Now, the defense attorneys argued that Dan coerced their clients into getting involved with Adam Fox. He's the leader of the Wolverine Watchmen, and say by renting a car to drive them places and acting as their friend, it was entrapment. Now, the prosecution argues none of that criteria was met, and these men joined this group out of their own will with the intention to do harm.
This is absolutely on point with this case, Your Honor. You heard testimony that, yes, Mr. Beller made a lot of inappropriate comments. Yes, Mr. Beller engaged in training. My client is not involved in any phone calls to Adam Fox. None.
This ain't about let's get prepped and ready to go. This is about pointing rifles at police officers and politicians and squeezing the trigger. This ain't no joke. This is starting Fallujah in the United States. This is the connections that they sought out.
Now, both sides who are in court today agreed that they can meet by Zoom for the ruling tomorrow, and again, that's expected around 2 p.m.
This is 6 News Now. We will begin in 60 seconds. Six News Now will begin in 30 seconds. Don't go anywhere. 6 News Now will begin shortly.